This is the Saab 37, the Viggen, an iconic aircraft serving with the Swedish Air Force from 1971 to 2007 in various versions. And this is the NS-37, a pretty close adaptation of the flight stick that is found inside of the Viggen. In today's video I will give you guys my take on the new joystick made by FC Technologies in Lithuania and paired with action-packed gameplay using the exact aircraft this belongs to. Before anything else, I want to disclose important information. This product was sent to me for free. I did not receive any additional compensation, and no one except for me had any influence on what I have to say today. I was sent the NS-37 bundle, which includes the NS-37, the Evo base, the desk mount, and of course the USB cable. I will focus on the stick itself for the review, but I will also talk a bit about the rest of the bundle. The unboxing experience is actually quite nice. The stick comes in a neat looking black cardboard box that gives you a bit of an iPhone experience when unboxing, sliding right off, albeit a bit slow. Inside we find a stick, and let me tell you, it definitely looks very nice. It is mostly made of high strength, impact resistant premium plastic, which is a very fancy way of saying it's plastic, but not the kind of plastic you find on cheap toys. It does actually feel high quality, but not everything is made of just plastic. The trigger, the safety, and the 4 push buttons are all made of aluminum. Overall, quality wise, I think it's pretty neat, and it's coming in with a weight of 390 grams. Though I have some things to say about ergonomics. I feel like the stick is pretty big, which in and of itself is not an issue, but the buttons that are placed on the side are pretty hard to reach for me. On another note, the texture on the grip can be a bit irritating for longer sessions, but maybe I just applied too much force. The stick is decently close to the original, but not a one-to-one replica, especially when it comes to some of the added functions like the encoder. Let's look at functions. We have the 4 push buttons I already mentioned, one of which is below the safety, 2 8-way heads, an encoder, a dual stage trigger, and for all people like me that don't own pedals for the rudder, we have a twist axis that can also be locked. Overall, not as many as you can find on some other sticks, but this is probably due to the relatively simplistic design of the original stick, and I found that I had more than enough for all my needs. For War Thunder, it actually features too many inputs. I noticed that some of the functions I assigned to my left head would not be saved after restarting the game. I reached out to FC Technologies and they are claiming that it's a limitation of War Thunder, but they are actively working on a fix. For now, I just have to assign some functions again every time I use the stick, which is not a major problem but can be annoying. In terms of software, the FCT engine does what it's supposed to, and I don't have many complaints, but it's a bit annoying that configuring your stick pops out a second window and I don't know how to update the software, as there is no button for it. Does it update automatically? Are there some secret settings I could not find? I don't know. But aside from that, everything just worked. In case you're wondering what bases the stick is compatible with, I have the Evo base from FC Technologies, which was provided to me, but the stick is compatible with Whirlpool, Thrustmaster, Moser and Rhino bases. As for the price, well, the stick itself is 160 bucks, which is not cheap, but I find it reasonable for the product you're getting, especially since there isn't really an alternative option for a Viggen stick and it's pretty in line with other higher quality flight controls. If you want the whole bundle from FC Technologies with the mount and base, etc., it's gonna cost you 390, which admittedly is on the more expensive side. Overall, I think the stick aims at people who really like the Viggen, and I'm not sure how many of those even exist. I used the stick with lots of other aircraft in my testing and had a great time. It is a product that works and feels good. However, I'm not sure if a unique stick design, especially coming from a rather niche aircraft, is enough to net a lot of sales, despite the stick's premium feel. If you have any other questions about the stick, please comment and I will try to answer.